Happy Thanksgiving day after. Happy Black Friday. Happy holidays. Happy Friday. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all had a great holiday yesterday. If that's the Thanksgiving thing is something that you do. I hope you had a great one. A great one. A great one. Morning, Levi. Good morning to you. Let's do some quick shout outs. Where are y'all from? Luis. Happy Thanksgiving to my American friends. Thank you, Luis. Good morning, Randy. Meinholt. Good morning to the Inquisitive Audiophile. Let's see. Well, there we go. Levi's from Minnesota. The Inquisitive Audiophile, Long Island, New York. We have Live for the Music, Chambersburg, PA. Kevin Gardner, good morning. Mark from Detroit. Savage, Minnesota. Savage. Ed G is savage. Randy Bahina. Morning, everyone. Tampa Bay. We got Cleveland. Hello, Cleveland. We got California. Our friends from California. Southwestern Florida. One sunny state to the other. KC. Israel. Thank you, Israel, for coming in. Good morning, BG. Ben's from Michigan. Morning from Nashville. You got you eat good? Yes, pretty good. I didn't kill myself though, but I was able to get everything. But I'd also kind of like not starved myself. What is it? Fasted prior to, so it wasn't horrible. I wasn't uncomfortable. I got everything that I wanted, and yeah, it was great. How about you? How about y'all? Good morning from Ann Arbor. I almost said Andor. Good morning from Andor. That'd be something. You travel a long ways. Kalamazoo, Michigan. Kalamazoo, yeah. Spokane. Yeah, it's weird. We don't have a lot of people from like Washington State and Oregon. I don't think we don't have very many people from Nevada. Hello from Dundee. Feeling the vibes. Ontario, Canada. San Antonio. So that's weird. Like we don't have a ton of people from, a couple from Ohio, but like Michigan is big, well represented. Canada is well represented. The UK is usually very well represented, but we've changed up the time on this one a little bit. It's weird. Like I don't get a lot of, hey, I'm from Oregon, or hey, I'm from Utah. Maybe a few. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Hey, yeah. All right. We got to do a sponsorship. Okay. Just real quick. We'll get it done and over with. Today's sponsor is Established Titles. See that? It says Lord Cheap Audio Man. It means you can get a novelty. It's a novelty. It's for fun. Okay. All right. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global restoration efforts. It is a project based on a historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland. An official certificate with a crest. Your certificate features a unique plot number with which you can see the exact location of your land. They plant a tree with every order and work with global charities. 1 tree planted and trees for the future to support global restoration efforts. You can officially change your name to Lord or Lady and get it on your credit card, plane tickets, etc. I don't think you actually need that to change your name to Lord. Technically speaking, right? If you really wanted to, legally, you could change your name to Lord. Anyway, it makes a great last-minute gift. We even give couple packs that come with adjoining plots of land. The first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot. effectively within a few minutes or walking distance. Yay! Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or lady, you can build our little Cheap Audio Man kingdom. So go to establishedtitles.com/Cheap Audio Man to help out support the channel. I think you get a little bit off. So there you go. I'll put it in the it's in the description. Okay. In the description. I feel like Dave Letterman. Yeah. All right. So that's over with. All right. Established titles. It's fun. But if anybody thinks that you're actually buying land in Scotland, you probably should change your expectations. It's like a square foot too. So even if you were buying it, it's a square foot of land in Scotland. You don't even have to put in your real name. So obviously, you're not going to be a landowner in a foreign country. All right. We got Netherlands, Cyprus. Good morning. We got Wisconsin, Cambridge, England, Allen. Another Savage, Minnesota. Wow, that's cool. Russia. Whoa. Hi from the Netherlands. Greetings from Denmark. Heard a rumor that Elon is buying out Sith Audio. I think those talks fell apart, actually. He was a little obstinate in the meetings, from what I've heard. I'm not allowed into those meetings, high-level meetings. Derby, UK, Italy, North Carolina, upper left coast, Raleigh, Michigan here. Brian Robinson, hit the button. Oh, yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. All right. You didn't come here to learn about established titles, which, by the way, you get, I think it's 25% off. If you go to the thing, then. It's funny, like, how cool would that be if that was somebody's Christmas present? So, established titles. Go to establishedtitles.com/Cheap Audio Man. Oh, 10% off any purchase. Yeah, and they're running a Black Friday sale right now. Massive sale. Go to establishedtitles.com/Cheap Audio Man. Help support the channel. All right. Good morning from Leominster, Leominster, Mass. Leominster, Mass. Oh, cool. Roar the Tiger. Mulvane, Kansas. Oof. I think I've driven past that. Is that right on Highway 81? Because I'm from Nebraska, so I'd drive through Kansas all the time. Andy Anderson, good morning on the road in Las Vegas. Hey, we got 369. Let's get some likes going. All right. I bought a cassette deck. What's wrong with me? Nothing. Cassette decks are cool. I don't even like the cassette format. It's just cool, man, to have them around. I don't know where. Here. It's just fun. Like, some people like to have like antique butter churns in their house. It doesn't mean they're going to use the antique butter churns to make butter. It's just in the corner of their house. Right? It's cool to have a cassette deck. I don't know if you can see it. I got a different lens on here. I have a boombox back there. There you go. Boombox back there, right underneath the logo. It's not like I'm going to use it, but it's cool, man. It's cool to have that. Boo, 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 boo. Michigan, Columbia, Paris Landing, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Oklahoma, Austin, Miami, Florida. We're missing somebody. Hawaii. I don't know if we've ever had anybody from Hawaii. Gaylord, see, like, Michigan is really well represented. New York's always well represented. California, usually. Texas. Oh, that's a heck of a picture. Look at this picture. That's a LinkedIn photo right there. Ali Shafai. One heck of a LinkedIn picture, man. Very nice. Chicago. Chicago's always well represented. West Virginia. Love the shirt, man. Oh, this is legit like a long sleeve t-shirt from Walmart. I think they're about $8 a piece. Here we go. Oregon. Finally, we got someone from Oregon. Texas. My brother from Texas. What is that? Missouri? MO is Missouri, right? think so. Italy. All right, we're gonna get to this. All right, Kevin, you're from New York. I know that. Hey, I'm from Oregon. Okay, maybe people Texas. Good morning, Randy. It's like some of the states in the middle. Like, I guess we've had Nevada people in here. I don't know if we've ever had anybody from maybe Idaho. All right. So we're done with the sponsored bits. All right. So first, let's talk about our friends over at Geshelli Labs. Geshelli Labs is not only like do they make good stuff, they're good people. And it's easy to recommend something that's not only good, but when it's made by good people in the US, it's incredible. Here, what do I do? Present, share screen, boop, share. All right. So we look at Geshelli Labs. It looks like they have Black Friday sale, the Arkle 2.5X. $159.99. Click here for the special O'Neill's Creations Workshop Black Friday case release plus t-shirts. So O'Neill does these one-off, hand carved wood cases. So Gino's dad, otherwise known as Grandpa Joe, he will make these boxes and then they send them up to O'Neill. O'Neill is in Canada somewhere. And then O'Neill will get in here. Look at that. Hand carve these things. So not cheap, obviously, $4.99, but you got to understand this is legitimately a piece of art. So, and then it looks like you got some t-shirts, and then you have the Archel 2.5. So there you go. That's the first of the list was our friends over at Geshelli Labs. Great DACs, great headphone amps, great everything. See, as soon as I became a lord, I started saying great. Yeah, great. This is as far as my Scottish accent. Fake Scottish accent won't get me. All right, Portland, North. Maybe I was like thinking of Brisbane, Australia, Indiana, Mexico. Oh, I want to go to Mexico. The Mayan Riviera. We have Kentucky, 5 miles off 81. That's exactly what I thought. Because when I'm driving there, I always thought it said Mulvane. Yep. I knew I drove by it every time I go to Nebraska. It's funny because I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we have Interstate 35 that goes north and south here. To drive back to Nebraska, where I used to live, I legitimately get on that interstate and don't get off for like 8 hours because that interstate turns into other highways, which turns into another highway, which finally turns into the highway that goes by. So it's just straight north. I don't even have to make a turn. Crazy. Great. All right. Tennessee, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Connecticut, Colorado, Cheyenne, Wyoming. Got a buddy that lives in Cheyenne or had lived in Cheyenne. I think he lives in Denver now. Columbus, Ohio, Norfolk, Casper, Wyoming. Are you saying we have two people from Wyoming? All right, we got Wyoming. All right, we have Wyoming Atheist, which is one of the best handles I've ever heard. And then we have Arlen G within three comments of one another. Actually, 2 comments of one another. 2 folks from Wyoming. That's amazing. Central Connecticut, the deep dark release of Black Friday Mind. All right, let's look at some more. First, though, I need a refill of coffee. Apparently, I was told by the kids yesterday. So I have a 21-year-old stepson. He's my son, though. And his girlfriend were there. And they were, like, for whatever reason, they're really into thermoses or stuff that keeps stuff cold and keeps stuff hot. And they were talking about, because there's a bunch of brands out there. And I'm like, dude, just get yourself a Stanley. Like Dad used to use, like Grandpa used to use, Stanley. Although these are made in China now, but I don't really care. Anyway, apparently Stanley is like all cool again to get these. I think this one has a dent in it. Yeah, there's a couple dents in this. It's been dropped a few times. So apparently Stanley thermoses are kitsch. I don't get it. Oh, yeah. You didn't miss much, Ed. Like a champion. All right. Stop next time. Your family is welcome at my table. I don't know what that means. Here we go. All right. I'm rocking my Yeti as we speak. Any thoughts on which chip for the J2? I have all of them. I'll tell you that lately I've been listening to the AKM the most. But so I have the AKM on this system back here. So this is the AKM. I have the Pro. No, I have the QTM. Maybe it's the 9026 Pro. Yeah, it's the 9026 Pro. I have that one in the living room on a little headphone rig I have over there. And then the Q2M. I have a Saber in the living room, and I have another Saber one upstairs. They're not the they don't sound different enough that I'm like, oh goodness, I wish I had the AKM up here. But I do like having the AKM. I should have shaved this area. Look at this. Look at this area. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just a mess. All right. Oh, Sith Audio Thermos. That's not a bad idea. All right, we have to talk about some other stuff. This one is a little bit off the radar for us, but I found it really interesting. I don't know if I put the links in here. It is so we don't normally talk about this stuff, but it can be applicable to us for sure. It's an external hard drive. And every Black Friday or every like Prime Day or whatever it is, I always buy like extra external hard drives and like SD cards because I do so much, obviously I'm using a camera every day. And then when I edit, anyway, I have a lot of footage and stuff like that. But for music, like you could, for 2 terabytes for this fast of a drive. And so this is kind of like their Gen 2. And then this is this is basically an upgrade. So this one's faster, but 2 terabytes of SSD storage for $200 or $144 is bananas when you think about it. It is absolute bananas. Actually, I think I have this one on my cart. I'm going to order it right now simply so I don't lose it. Let's see what's in my cart. All right. I got this one. I love these T7s. I got a couple of that. And then I want to make sure that this goes through though. Okay. I love these T7s. Those are what I travel with. But this one I could have just kind of hooked up at all time. Anyway, point being is you could hook this up to sometimes a DAC, sometimes a streamer, and then have your entire music catalog on there. And you don't have to worry about it being slow. Now, to be fair, it's probably not going to be super slow to begin with. Even if it's a spinning hard drive, it's probably not going to be that bad. No, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. Copy. All right, so I'll put that in there. $144 for a 2 terabyte. For a 2 terabyte SSD with those speeds is crazy. Here, I'm gonna pop this away because I'm gonna actually check out so that I don't lose this deal. Because what happens is I'll go and I'll talk about these deals, and then I will get done and I'll forget to actually pay for it, and then I miss out on the deal. Let's see. Yay. Geez, some of those are the same day. That's cool. All right. Place order. All right, cool. All right. Thank you. Kudos to your show, Robert from Macon, Missouri. Thank you. Holy cow, we have 480 people in here. All right. 480. All right, so we need to get over to some audio stuff. All right. I can't even do my Matthew McConaughey. All right. I could do Buffalo Bill, though. Anybody seen Silence of the Lambs? Ready? Silence of the Lambs. Anybody? Click down there. Say yes if you've seen Silence of the Lambs. It's on? Am I still on? Still, yes. Okay, Silence of the Lambs. All right. Hey, Buffalo Bill here. It puts the Black Friday sales in the basket. It puts it in the basket. All right, that's my Buffalo Bill. That's a Buffalo Bill impersonation. You're Buffalo Bill. Hey. Remember him? Well, it's not Fava Beans, but actually my impression is of the Buffalo Bill. He's the guy that makes a skin dress. Yeah, Buffalo Bill here. Okay. Enough of that. Ween Pro. No, I don't. It's not on. I don't think it's on Amazon yet. But Ed, don't quit your day job. Ed, I quit my day job a while ago. So this is part of my job now. Is doing Buffalo Bill impersonations. But thanks for being so supportive. Anyway, here we go. We'll take Ed off there because Ed's shaming me. Turntable deals. We'll talk about those if we have any. All right, Weem Mini Streamer. I think this one is actually in the comments. All right. Text. Copy. All right. And then we'll put this over there. Boop. All right. Weem Mini, $80. Now, as far as the Weem Mini Pro or Weem Pro, somebody asked me about that. I could have it here because there's an awful lot of stuff that. Okay, first let's talk about this. It's $80. You get Apple AirPlay 2. You get a fully functioning streamer with actually a really good interface that rivals, if is not better than, Blue Sound Node. Okay. And you get Bluetooth, but I don't know why you would use Bluetooth. The one caveat to this is I would use the optical out into an external DAC. So if you have a DAC in your receiver or whatever, this is an amazing product for $80. It's an amazing product. If this thing was $200, it would be amazing. Well, the build quality is not great, but this hasn't been released that long. It's already got 826 ratings. It's absolutely fantastic. So if you're thinking about getting a Bluetooth receiver, an AirPlay receiver, don't get one of these because this is cheaper than most things. All right. The Weem Mini Streamer, $80. And if you're only into Amazon Music, this is usually on sale too, which it is. Amazon link. Check this out. Purchased 3 times. So I've got a few of these. This is a really interesting product because you can hook up you can basically bypass any type of ancillary app. So you just basically connect it to your Amazon Music app. So It's very good. So if you're heavy into Amazon Music, it's great. Also has a high pass filter, has some DSP going on there, subwoofer out, okay DAC in there. It's a preamp of sorts. So if you're looking for something small that can bring in multiple inputs and you want a high pass filter and you want to hook up a subwoofer, this link for $160 is great. It's awesome. All right, let's go back to some questions. All right. Happy Black Friday from Syracuse, New York. Okay, Klipsch RP160M for $199 or the Emotiva B1 Plus for $299. It depends on what you want, because if you like the Klipsch sound, the RP160M is not bad. But I'll tell you, the RP500Ms, the second gen, they're on sale. It's more than these, but it's not significantly more. So you could get the latest and greatest here. Let's go over to Crutchfield. RP500M. Okay. So the brand new Klipsch RP500M Mark II is $359. And you probably want the 600Ms, because 160 means 6-inch. $450. All right, so that's more than you want to spend, but I mean, $300 off. Anyway, if you're interested to buy Klipsch, now's the time to do it. So in the description, if you're interested in buying any of these, I kind of have like overall links to Amazon, to Crutchfield. I think that's it. So I haven't like filled up the description yet, but if you want to support the channel, you can click on any of the links real time that are in the chat over here, or go down in the description and click kind of on the generic links over there. Doesn't cost you anything, but it's a huge, like, affiliate revenue is a huge part of the channel and a huge part of how I can keep doing videos, and frankly start to buy stuff without having to be sent in from manufacturers, so that even maybe subconsciously I don't feel like I have to give a good review if something doesn't particularly deserve a good review. Anyway, if it were me personally, and this is just me personally, I'm not saying I'm right or I know what you like, I would personally go with the Emotiva B1 Plus. I just like that sound signature. The Klipsch are always just a titch too forward in that 1800 hertz area, and it just hurts my ears after a while. Initially, I think it's great, but after a while, it starts to kill me. All right. Oh, yeah. Here we go. IEMA D05 on sale. Improvement over D03, just wondering, $125. I like well, wait a minute. I've never even heard the D05. However, IEMA has a bunch of stuff on sale. All right. Here we go. The A07, wonderful A07. So here, it's interesting that these both came up. These right here are my two favoritist IEMA products out there, because you can change the, hold on, excuse me, you can change the power supplies on these and get more power out of them. I think they sound incredible. This A08 Pro is probably my favorite affordable amp, and you can get it at what, $125 right now, which is bananas. And the A08 Pro comes with a 36 5-volt power supply, whereas the A07 comes with a 32 amp power supply. So the A08 Pro comes with a higher wattage power supply. So, take that for what it's worth. Plus, I think it's cool. Plus, it has tone controls. But the A07 is just incredible too. I mean, like almost legendary at this point. I mean, look at the 773, 4.5 stars. And 1 star is 3%. Usually, like my litmus test is like if 1 star is greater than 10%, then I get a little bit scary. If 1 star is below 7%, then I feel like I'm usually safe. 1 star, 3%. That's incredible. A08 Pro is just kind of getting started. Hey, look at that. Mike. Studervent, $5. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mike. All right. So the A07, A08 Pro, absolute no-brainers if you're looking for something that's affordable. And then you also have right here the TB10 from Fozzy Audio. So now when you're looking at the TB10, I like the 3255 version. There is another version, and it will say it right here. I don't know what Fozzy Audio is doing. Like, if you're going to use another amp chip version, just call it something else. But anyway, this is the one that I like. And if you're on a budget and you can't afford the 120 for the A08 Pro, and you want something that has tone controls, then this is a great option. Now, the thing I like about the A08 or the A07 Pro is you can roll the op amps if you want. Now, if you're going to put a Sparkos Labs or you're going to put, what is it? Burson Audio op amps in it, you're going to have to build up. You're going to have to put a couple of the little receivers on top of each other. And these receivers they have a op amp receiver soldered into it. So you just have to pull it out and pop it in. Anyway, excuse me. So much to like about the IEMA stuff and this FOD. So all of these 3 amps right here, all use that same chipset. And it's the most natural sounding Class D. And I'm talking about like period that I've heard over NAD, over Parasound. I'm telling you, these little Chinese amps sound more natural to me than stuff that's multiples. With that said, though, I don't know the longevity because I've never had any problems with my stuff, and I don't know what type of support you're going to get. But listen, if your $60 TB10 dies, buy another one. I mean, and yeah, I mean, obviously try to get some support, but yeah. Anyway, I can't say enough about those. Mike Studevent, another $5. Thank you. Forgot to message. Haha. B1 Plus are on sale for $222 with an extra 10% off. Sub 200. Okay. All right. Okay. There, I'm gonna have to take this off, and I will get my Emotiva. Whatchamacallit? We call it the Emotiva affiliate. Show bookmarks. Sorry, my camera's in the way, so I can never quite see what's actually behind the camera. They told me that they were going to do this, and I completely forgot about it. But thank you for the backup on that. So, where'd it go? One of the best speakers available. Thank you so much, Mike, for letting me know that. So the link's right there. Incredible. Now, this is just a generic affiliate link to Emotiva, but that speaker at sub $200 is awesome. Frankly, I might be buying a pair because I sold my old pair to a patron, and I keep kicking myself because everybody has how do these sound compared to the B1 Plus? How do these sound? And I'm like, I don't have them anymore. Anyway. Yowza. IEMA A07, the price is $53 on Walmart now. Wow. Do you have any information about the new Project integrated amp? No, I don't. I haven't heard anything about it, unfortunately. Mike says, "Got my back, homie. Thank you." You all are great because I don't have the time to like look at all the sales what going on. Like last night I did, I checked things out. But I don't $149 with tax in Nevada ordered. I don't get checking around, but it's the great thing about this community is everybody is always like sending me messages, "Hey, this is on sale. This is on sale. This is on sale." So, it's incredible. B1 Plus on the way. Awesome. I love them, man. I love those speakers. Now, depending upon how much happiness you like on top, um, you don't need to aim them right at you. They frankly don't need a lot of towing at all. I got a tube amp on my mind for HD6XX. You listen to Bottle Head Crack. No, I haven't, but I've heard great things about it. So, yeah, I don't think you're gonna go wrong. What boat was I stationed on? The USS Nevada, SSBM. I don't even remember what 733. I think. I can't even remember that. That's weird. The Nevada. Yeah. Edward Lagenza. $5. Stay faithful to us cheap guys that actually have ears. I hope I am. Like, I hope this is like, if you look back at my videos, the majority of them, I mean, a overwhelming majority of them are on affordable stuff. All right. So we got the Wing, we got the AO7, we got the TBD. Oh, there we go. My friends, I think this one might be in the description too. My friends over at Just Audio, which incidentally, they have a YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed to their YouTube channel, it's a lot of fun. Now, it is geared towards vintage stuff. Obviously, that's kind of their thing. They do sell new products, but what I really think is great. So they sell Kef, and Kef I think is on sale. So you can get Kef 350 for and you can get the 150s. 150s are great. Actually, both of these deals right here, the 150 and the 350, are great. What I like though is I like to hit this little button at the top because it says vintage. So all of these products are 25% off. And they come, I believe, with a 90-day warranty. So they stand behind everything. So it's a bit expensive. Even with the 25% off, it's a bit expensive. But if you meet these guys and you take a look at it, and if anybody's bought vintage audio before, unless you yourself are a tech, it's nice to have a little bit of guarantee. Me, I have a bunch of vintage stuff, and the one that I like the best has been in twice for some work on it. So getting something that's been restored and you have some guarantee on it, it's pretty good. So the link for this one is in the description. So if you want to go to Just Audio, click over on the link and subscribe to their channel. Best submarine movie is U571. I liked K-19, The Widowmaker. I got a big kick out of that. So yeah. What bookshelf speakers on sale would you suggest below $1,000 a pair? Okay. So we have a couple. We just talked about two. So let's go here. So I think the Q150 and the Q350 are both good at this sales price. Like, I would never recommend buying them at their quote unquote retail price ever. So I have links. Crutchfield, you can get these at Crutchfield, and apparently you can get them at Just Audio. So that would be one option. The other option would be our friends over at Emotiva. These are a little bit more on the affordable side. So we're talking about $300 Black Friday. Whoa. All right. Come on. I want to click out of this thing. Where's the darn X? I can't see it. Oh, here we go. No thanks. Not for me. But it probably should be for you. All right. So our good friends over at Emotiva. That's nuts, man. I haven't seen those that low. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good stuff over at Emotiva. That link is in the description as well. I think, oh, it's actually here too. So that's just a generic link. But yeah. Okay, so that's another one. All right. The other one I would look at. Where's my Crutchfield? All right, I guess I don't have the Crutchfield one open. I think I have a Crutchfield link in the description as well. So sub 1000, I would recommend Polk Reserve series as well. I like the R100 and the R200, but you can even get some towers now since they're on sale for less than $1,000 a pair. Where are you? Where are you? So you could get fronts and the center for less than $1,000 if you're into if you're into home theater. So I really like this speaker, the R200. And even in a larger room, they're on back order. Even in a larger room, they have oodles and boodles and googles of bass. And then I love the R100 too. In a desktop, I think the R100s are the way to go. The way to go. I legit just watched The Enemy Below less than a couple of weeks ago. It was really good. I thought I was going to get 20 minutes into it, and I was going to be like, someone sent one of my patrons sent it over to me, and so I was like, I'm going to give this a shot, and it was hugely enjoyable, like incredibly enjoyable, and it's really dialogue driven. It's very good, very, very good, very good. Very good. Oh, JBL's 530s. They're on sale too. They've been perpetually on sale. I didn't love them, man. I thought they were too forward in the mid range. Oh my goodness. We've had a few. Delmar, you're very, very active in the comments. If RCA is your bag, but I can't get rid of buzzing on RCA. All right. We got any super chats today? Only super chats come from David. From Cedar Rapids, do any of the 3 IEMA amps you highlighted have a subwoofer or preamp out? Let me see. So it doesn't have like a subwoofer out per se, but it does have a aux out. So let me show you that one. So there's an aux out on the A08 Pro, and I think on the A07. So what you can do is take a 3.5 to RCA output and then plug that into a subwoofer. So not like a traditional sub out, but it's a RCA out. But you have to control volume on there. So if you have like a DAC or something and you start controlling the DAC levels, it's not going to control the subwoofer out. Thank you for the super chat. We're a little bit lean on super chats today. You don't feel compelled to give me anything though. Would you recommend the JBL Stage A130 or the ELAC Debut B5.2 at $199? Eesh, I would go with the ELAC Debut 5.2. They're both great though. Both great. I think the ELAC's a little bit better. The Stage A130 is a great speaker though. I think I have one right back there. See it? It's right on top of Baba Fett's head. Right there. John McCarger, thank you. $10. Emotiva B1 Plus work in mid-sized room, 10 for 20, 10 by 20, for example. I think they do if you have a subwoofer with them. Depending upon your room, depending upon how close you have to the walls and things like that. they're going to be a little bit lean, I think, in that big of a room. That's a decent sized room. So I would look at a sub, but you don't have to go crazy on a sub. You go on Facebook Marketplace, find a sub for $50, something like that. Get you kind of get you stopgap measure till you can get a better one or something like that. You may never need to get a better one. So yeah. But I think the B2 Plus, I think they can hang in that room. And the sound signature is a little bit different. While the B1 Plus do have some decent punch on the bottom, the B2 Plus are a little bit, well, I don't know. I think the B2 Plus can hang in a mid-size room. B1 Plus probably need a subwoofer. It's a long way to go to say the exact same thing I said initially, so my apologies. Oh, it's a good center with the B2 Plus fronts, Sony rears, Pioneer receiver. Well, I would look at the Emotiva. Hold on. I would look at the Emotiva center. Let's see. Excuse me. C1 Plus, 350. But that's too much for your world, which I don't blame you. Just get another pair of B1 Pluses and use one of the B1 Pluses as your center, because it's not that big. And I would say that the height between the B1 Plus and this one is not probably that different. I mean, the B1 Plus is maybe slightly taller than this one. I mean, if you look at this kind of looks like a B1 Plus by itself, right? So that's what I would do if you're on a budget. If you're not on a budget, just get that one. I've had it. It was great. Great. Wilson Hines, $4.99. Thank you. Look at you enjoying a nice cigar out in the golf course. Can you help me find a subwoofer splitter cable worth of crap for 2 subs? I'm confused. World's best cables is no luck. All right, so you have 1 sub out and you want to run 2 subwoofers off of it. Let's help you out. So you, my friend, are gonna want a. Let's go to Amazon. Or have an Amazon? Yeah, I already got an Amazon one open. Okay. All right. Let's go. Single male RCA to female RCA. No, those are males. That's a female. 2 males. All right. 1 male, 2 female RCA. That's what you need. That's what you need. Copy. Copy that. Paste. And it's an Amazon Basics, so it's decent quality. It's frankly good quality. All the RCAs I use are either World's Best Cables or this. So you would take 2 regular RCAs, plug one into your sub, plug the other into this one, and then plug that one into your subwoofer out, the male end. And like they're both powered, right? So you're just grabbing a signal, grabbing a variable low signal. So there you go. That's what I would do. All right, did we miss any? All right, we got $4.99. Oh, we had a $10 one. Did we already talk about that one? Already do the $10 one? Okay, yep, we did the $10 one. Ben Gleason, hope you feel better soon, Randy. Ben, I'm fine. I got a little bit of a. I'm not sick. It's just a flesh wound. Oh, I'm not sick. I feel pretty good. I get a little drainage. Hey, Wayne Bardo. He bought that one. Very good quality. Yeah, Amazon Basics RCAs are very good. Very good. Very, very, very good. All right. The news of Randy's demise was entirely premature. I'm fine. I'm a little bit got a raspy throat. Like the flu has been running rampant through all the folks around here, my family included. So yeah, it's just fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're all good. Let's talk about some Bluetooth headphones. Bluetooth headphones. I think I talked about this the other day. So we have 708 people going on this right now. I believe that's the most ever. It's a lot of people. Thank you all for watching. Sony, whoops. I faked myself out and think I'm on the wrong screen. Sony Bluetooth headphones. Oh my goodness. All right. Where are you, my child? They're the they're the 1040X. Why is it not coming up? Unless it's already on off sale. Sony Bluetooth. Oh, I misspelled Bluetooth. Let's just do a Sony headphones. I think I already have that. I may have that link in there. Okay, so these are the 1000M or XM5s. All right, these are the ones. These are the ones I like. I had the 3s. The stock sound signature is really bassy, but it's got an app that you can add. I might be buying these today too. I said I was going to buy these last time and I never did. But these are great. We need to find some passive headphones that are good deals. I like these a lot. I like them a lot. They're just good. The one thing I don't like about them is like the touch controls, but great noise canceling. And they sound, you can get them to pretty much sound however you want. Speaking of Bluetooth, let's go to Soundcore. Can't spell to save my life today. Soundcore Bluetooth. All right, you're gonna have all sorts of things to choose from. I will tell you which ones I own and use on the daily. Here, boop, boop. And if you're gonna get some, today's the day to do it. All right, so close that out. Okay, the Liberty 2 Pros right now at $30 is an absolute bargain because these didn't used to be $30. They used to be something like $120. No noise canceling, but they fit your ear well if you're just looking for something that sounds decent. And there's an app, companion app. So that's crazy. Again, another crazy deal is the P3s here, and they are noise canceling. I have a pair of those too. I have a pair of both of these. Actually, these are the Liberty 2 Pros, and I still use them. These are like my lawn mowing. Actually, I don't. I use noise canceling for my lawn mowing now. All right. All right. Those are P2Is. P3Is, P3s. Let's go up here. I'm not finding the ones I like. Now, I don't have any experience with their over ears. Liberty. I do have these too, the edifiers, and at $90, they're not terrible. The reason I never did the review is because I couldn't do the review at 150. Okay. Liberty 3 Pros. These are the newest ones that I have, and I actually did a sponsored video for them. These are really, really good. I didn't do a sponsor video for these, but these used to be $170. So I'll put this one in there in the thing too. So Liberty 3 Pros are great. I have the Liberty, and if you're like into jogging stuff, the Liberty 3 Pros are probably the way that you want to go. But they also have the Liberty 4. Now, their nomenclature gets a little bit wonky. But if you're into like jogging and stuff, but there's a caveat to that, okay? So these stay in your ears a little bit better. They have the little thingies on the back. But the Liberty 4, these right here, have a heart rate monitor integrated into them, which is bananas. So you can't, here's the irony. I don't think the form factor is as good for working out as the Liberty 3 Pros, but this one has a heart rate monitor. So crazy. And they sound good. Again, fully functioning. If you want to know any more, just go to the sponsor video. Nobody watched it. Nobody watched it. I kind of feel bad that nobody watched it, but it's a cool video. They have some spatial audio stuff as well. Oh yeah, we got some super chats. All right, Uncle Lou, $5. Thank you so much, Uncle Lou. Thank you so much. Rich Don, $8.99. Thank you so much, Rich Don. Jason Franks, need a setup to replace my Onkyo stereo receiver. I have 2 times ELAC debut 2.0 shelf and an ELAC debut 2.0 10-inch powered sub in 12x12 room. Are you looking for something 2-channel? Yeah, obviously stereo receiver. Well, if you're on a budget, the oldie but goodie, although those you might want to take a look at, because this Sony is only rated for 8 ohms, but I've put things lower than 8 ohms on it before, and it's been okay. You know, the sad thing about this used to be $100 on sale. So the price has increased 50%. Now I get it. Everybody's prices have increased, but not necessarily 50%. But this used to be a $100 receiver. But yeah, 6,817 reviews. Not too bad, not too shabby. It's cheaply built, as you think it would be at $150. But on a budget, it's pretty good. And if you're not looking at this, then you're probably going to want to look at some of the Chinese offerings if you're on a budget. So I don't know if that makes sense. Did we miss any other super chats? No, we're on Jason Franks. No, Uncle Lou, we had that one. Matthew Urich. Oh, we did not get this one. All right, we have 2 of them. Okay. Great channel. Lay off the Camel unfiltered. Get some honey for the throat. I don't smoke. But thank you, Jeff. Thank you for the $5. I don't smoke. I've been a little bit slightly under the weather off and on for about a month now. But I talk for a living. So I'm doing these videos every day. So I wear out the voice, but I do need to get a little bit of honey. And it's first thing in the morning. Like I woke up, I got ready, and then I did some research, and I came in here. So, but I appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you very much. This is very sweet of you to say, and very sweet of you to give me the $5. Matthew Urich, $5. What is a good set of neutral open back headphones for less than $300 or $400? Great question. I would start off with if you got some power, if you got a headphone amp, Hyphaman Sundara is just something really spectacular. And their normal price used to be like $350. That was the street price. Now their normal price is $300. But they are planar, so you do need a little bit of juice with them. All right, we're gonna go back here. They're great. Great. Okay. If you don't want those, 560S. I would look at the 560S, which is $50 off. Really good soundstage. Very neutral sound signature. It does have you have to get used to the sound sig a little bit. But I love it. I think it's one of the best open back. I think it is the best open back headphone under $200. However, we have yet another Sennheiser HD6XX. Now, you can go directly to drop to get this. Actually, I don't think they're. Oh, here we go. That's a HD660. All right. So, and I have I think a generic drop link in the description. Well, one of Dromp's most, one of their, oh my goodness, all the way down to 179. So this is probably their most popular headphone ever. I have a pair right here. Now, they are not what I would grab for my be-all, end-all headphone. But if you're into mid-range, if you're into acoustic singer-songwriter, stuff like that, if you're into any music at all, these are spectacular. But they would not be my choice for all-around, all-day listening for all type of musical genres. But for what they are, they have one of the best mid-ranges I've ever heard out of a headphone. Or probably the best mid-range I've ever heard out of a headphone. I've never heard anything quite like them. But again, I don't use them for music that much because it's not necessarily like my sound signature. But they're certainly quite good. All right. Chris, a Ballard. If towers are needed, no room for sub. NHT NC4 for 814 versus Fluent Signature. HFFW for $5.99, both on big sale. Thanks and love your channel. So I've listened to Fluents and they are excuse me, very neutral, a little bit boring. Unfortunately, I have not listened to the NHT C90 or NC4. If they're both on Amazon, if you have a return policy on both, I would probably point you in the NHT because Fluence, I've started to find out, is a very good turntable company. Fluence is a very good turntable company. Their speakers, they don't do it for me. And so NHT's got a good reputation about stuff. So I might lean you towards that one, even though I've never heard them. But I've never, like, NHT has a cult-like following. I've never heard anybody say NHT is bad. Although on my review of them back in the day, I heard some mid-range wonkiness and they had no bass, but they're also sealed. So I would check them out. That's kind of what I would go. And thank you so much for the $10, Chris. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. What if I wanted to switch to separates to power those speakers with a $500 budget? I am sorry. I don't remember which speaker we were talking about. Oh, were you talking about the the Sony. Sorry, I lose. I forget who is who. All right. So if you're wanting separates, I would go with the Geshelli Labs J2, and then I would go with the A08 Pro. So that comes in. Geshelli Labs comes around 250, and then the A08 Pro comes in around 130. So you're at 380. Or if you want a remote control, you can get the. This is going to stretch your budget a bit. The Skit Saga, and then you could get the Skit Modi. That's $400, and then you could get the AO7 for 60 or whatever it is now. So you'd have a dedicated power amp, and then you would set the volume on the AO7 to like 75%, and then you would control volume with the Saga, and then you'd have a DAC, preamp, and then a power amp, and then you could work your way off of that for a long time. I personally prefer the J2, but it's also that would not fit in your budget. So you get a remote control with a whole bunch of analog inputs with the Saga. You'd have your power amp with the AO7, and then you have your DAC with the Magni Modi 3. That's what it is. Yeah, does that make sense? Makes sense. Matt Callis. Oh, Matt Callis, thank you. $9.99. Thanks for all you do. Great channel. Thank you, Matt. Matt had one of the best quotes on the patron-powered video we did this week, which incidentally did really, really well. It did incredibly well, that patron-powered video. Patron-powered video. That's the best. All right, we're going to go down here. Ooh. Revenant, $4.99. Picked up SMSL DA9 SU9N with Yamo C91-2 and Velodyne sub. Thanks for your review. Outstanding clarity and detail. I never knew how much I was missing. That sounds like a great combo. Ooh, speaking of that, we got to talk about topping. That sounds great, man. I like the C93-2s. The C93-2s are what I have at home. Those, incidentally, are on sale at Crutchfield. A great speakers. Concert series. Very kind of V-shaped, but very fun. And SMSL DA9, that's a balanced Class D with a Infineon 12070 chipset in it, but it has some baked-in EQ settings, which are great. SU9N, great. Great. Yeah, that sounds like a heck of a system. One heck of a system. All right, I said, but since we're on drop here, we'll go over here to the topping E50. I don't get excited about too many. I don't get excited about too many like SMSL topping DACs. They're good. They're okay, but they seem like just a redo every time. It's just like, oh, we threw in a new DAC chip. Oh, we threw in a new DAC chip. Oh, we threw in a new DAC chip, and they all sound the same. However, the topping E50 sounds natural. It sounds good. It sounds full, and it's $50 off, or apparently $70 off. So E50, great deal. Now you can get it on Amazon, but I think this is shipping and sold through the US. So if you get it on Amazon, I think you're getting it. It's shipping from China. Plus, when you have a drop thing, you get drop customer service. So yeah, topping E50. Actually, I had that on my list. All right, let's see if we're missing anything. Ed Homewood. You missed my super chat. Well, Ed, what you should have done is like put your super chat here, because now I got to come up and see if I can find you again. Ed, Jason, Uncle Lou. Did I say Uncle Lou? Thank you, Uncle Lou. $5. Thank you. Matthew Urick. Yep, we got both of those. Oh, Ed Homewood. Wow, $20. Thank you. Thanks for making me famous. Gotta go. See you Sunday. Thanks. Thank you, Ed. That was very generous of you. Thank you very much. Ed's into this thing for $22. Ed had a very nice comment in the patron powered video. So very good. Best Black Friday DAC. I think the topping E50 is not a bad deal, $200. But like the cool thing about Geshelli Labs is like they're always good. I think let's check out. Let's see if like the SU9N is on sale or something like that. I like those. Let's see. SMSL SU. You can also go to Apos. Apos has a lot of this stuff. SU9N, yeah. So $340. This is a really good deal. If you don't mind like getting something from China that may have sketch after sales support after you're outside the warranty. That's why I would recommend maybe going to Apos. But I mean, I've heard sometimes. Anyway, yeah. So buy from at least Amazon, maybe, and then you have at least 60 days to try it out. All right. Best Black Friday DAC. Okay, we just did that. So there's some good ones out there. I like the SU9N. I have it and I use it quite a bit. XTZ Edge A2 300 versus Rotel A11 Tribute, ignoring price. Thanks. I have had the A11 Tribute in. I have no experience with the XTZ Edge. However, I think that XTZ may be a Class D. And I don't mean to paint with broad strokes, but I have yet to hear a decent sounding Class D out of a major company, which is ironic that these small Chinese companies sound better. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. All right. 459 power amp only. 2 4 ohm. Let's see. Is it? Oh yeah, I think this is Class D. Ice power. I wouldn't buy it. I'll put it to that way. I've heard a few ice powers and they don't do it for me. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. But I haven't heard it. So like personally though, I've heard enough ice powers that that doesn't interest me. If I'm getting a Class D power amp, I'll just get something like the what is it? They're owned by Harman Crown. I would get just one of those Crowns. Frankly, I'd probably get one of these too. Sabaj A20As. They're like $200. But that's just me. And one of them used to have ice power. Oh, they don't make that one. They used to have another ice power one, which was significantly cheaper than that. Anyway, that's a long way to go. The A11 Tribute is Class AB, 50 watts, clean watts. I think it's great. Yeah. And go watch Andrew Robinson's video. I think he reviewed it very highly. Personally, for me, I'm not a big fan of the ice modules. I'm not a big fan of the Purify modules. I think they all sound digital. Not great. All right. Have we done this one? Chris Ballard. $5. Thank you for your answer. So your opinion on best pair of towers for music under $900 today with the Black Friday deals. Preference wood finish if possible. That's going to be fake wood finish. But let's see, $900. You've got Emotiva. Do I have an emo? Here we go. So you got Emotiva. I think you may get T1s for that. T1 Plus. Okay, $900 for T1 Plus. So, great speaker. Frankly, if I could only have one pair of towers, it would be these. Because they're big enough to play in any room, but they're small enough not to be overpowering in a small room. Okay, so that's number one. So T1 Plus. Again, links in the description, mostly generic links here. But if you can use those, if you're going to buy anything, that would really help out the channel. A lot of the channel's revenue comes from affiliate links. And then I would look also at the Reserve series from Polk. Under $900, I think you can get, that's each. So that's $1,200. You could get the Polk Audio R500. Now, that's a little, you're going to be just above the $900 range. Okay. Yeah. So that would be one. Let's see. If you, I don't like, you can go lower. Here's something that is a good value. Let's see, what is it? Yamo Concert. These have been perpetually on sale for a long time, but you get so much for your money on these. So I think this is a true three-way. And so you would be coming in like you'd be saving some money, and they're kind of interesting looking too. So you can get a pair of the C97 2s for $700, man. You can get a pair of these for $400. Like these used to legit sell for their retail price. So I think these are great. I have a generic link to Crutchfield. So I would look at those. So that's I think those are some good options. You have the Emotiva T1 Plus. You have the Yamo Concert Series here, which is a lot of bang for the buck. And then you also have the Polk Reserve Series. You're a little bit limited on that one. But I would stick with those three because if you go down to, let's say, the JBL Stage Series, there's nothing wrong with those speakers, but they are not as nice as these. Let's check the Signature Elite, Polk Signature Elite, because you may get a little bit more. Because I feel like the Signature Elite a little bit better. Okay, so you could get this ES60, and I don't know if that's a true three-way though. Let's see if it's a true three-way. Come on, where's the stupid description at? Oh, 3 6.5-inch power port. See, this is what makes me nervous. They don't say three-way. It just says 3 woofers. That makes me nervous that it's not a true three-way. 90 dB sensitive. Anyway, this is an option. But I bet it's not a true three-way. All right, E60, E50. Yeah. So I personally, if it were me, I'd be getting the Yamos or the Emotiva. I think you're getting the best bang for your buck with both of those. And I can vouch for both of them. All right. Thank you, Chris. I hope that answers your question, my friend. Michael Lennington, $9.99. Getting here late. What do you charge to assemble the CSS Crichton 1 TDX speaker kit? Man, I don't do that anymore. I appreciate you asking though, but I do not do that anymore. And it's not because the speakers were difficult to assemble. It's because the speakers were difficult to make look pretty. And that's where people get kind of antsy. It's like, I'm a dude, right? I can't, like, I'm not putting a factory coating It's not going to look like it, a factory speaker. However, when I did my last one, because I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. When I did my last one, it was the best one that I did because I finally figured it out. Is you got to just put like 10 coats of polyurethane on top of the veneer, and it seals over the edges. So finally, at the end, I cracked the code, but it was not worth it remotely because I was some I had to refinish twice to get them to look good. So if I put a speaker together for you, it would be $2,000, and I probably wouldn't even put it together for that much because it takes so long to get them to look good. But so I don't do the speaker. Luckily, the channel is grown enough that I don't have to do speaker building anymore to make the ends meet. So I appreciate you asking. I think it's a great, fun product. And I think there's a few places out there that are offering assembly services, but I am unfortunately not one of them anymore. But thank you, Michael, thank you for the super chat. Oh, he is supporting a scam. Summer forever. Are you talking about the certificate? Yeah. People get so wrapped up, or not people, a few vocal minorities says that this is a scam. Of course it's a scam. Do you honestly think that as an American, I can put in a fake name, the Cheap Audio Man, and then expect to actually own land in Scotland? You're buying a piece of paper, and then I guess they kind of assign the land over to you. Of course it's a scam. Like, who thinks they're actually buying land in Scotland at 2 square foot land in Scotland? You can do whatever. You could make this yourself. Yeah. It's a scam. Yes, Summer Forever. I don't think anybody thought you were a legitimate Scottish landowner if you bought the certificate. And if you did, there's not a whole lot of paperwork that you had to fill out as a foreigner that doesn't even live in Scotland to own land in Scotland. Yes, it's a joke. It's fun. Whatever. I mean, frankly, I could change my name to Lord Randy without ever having to get a certificate. You got me. You're right. It's a scam, but come on, man. I mean, who actually thought it was real? All right. Hey, we get it. All right. You need to go into timeout. All right. You need to go into timeout. There you go. You're in timeout now. All right. Hey, Todd Trowbridge. I have the Aries 2, Pontus 2, and Geshelli Lives J2 AKM. My recommendation for a budget price DAC is JK AKM. Running mine with a linear power supply, which helps sonically. Oh, Todd Trowbridge. Todd has been a longtime patron, friend of the channel. He's helped me out with making Intel Nook into a Rune core. He's helped me out with some Raspberry Pis running RoPi E. Big thank you to Todd. He's always been a very good supporter of the channel and a good supporter of me. All right. Matthew Jackson, $4.99. Thoughts on JBL Studio 580 at $2.99 each. I have only had experience with, I believe, the 530s. But I think it's been well reviewed by other people. I think maybe Z had these. And he liked them. I trust Z. So yeah. I don't know how many woofers are in here. Personally, I just think they're cool looking with the grills on. With the grills off, not so much. Particularly, I didn't care for the 530s at all. I thought they were so forward in the mid-range. And thin on the bottom and a little bit harsh on top. I just didn't care for them. But with these being, $4.99, why did I say that? $2.99. you could be getting a heck of a deal here. And I would just like check their return policy. But yeah, 600 if they're good. Here's the thing though, there's no way this is a true three-way. So they may be great, they may not be great, but they're well. I would go check out Z's review or whoever's reviewed these and listen, but the 530s for me are way too thin. And too forward in the mids. Appreciate what you do, Randy. Have a cup of coffee and snack on me. Thank you, my link one. You're very sweet. I'm drinking on my Christmas mug. What does it say? No peeking. That's what it says. No peeking. No peeking. All right. Woo, we've been doing this for about an hour and a half. Ooh, let's see what I've missed. I got Just Audio, got Sony 2-channel, Polk Reserve, Signature Elite, Emotiva. Kind of hit all the ones I thought. Q150 and Q350 at Crutchfield, I think are great calf. And these are the only calves that I would recommend, man. I think I really like the 150s. Really like the 150s. And you know what you want to see something that's I think funny? All right, so let's take a look at this Q150. Let's look at their low frequency. What are they? 51. And then let's go to the Q350. Q350. Let's go to this one. It's low frequency. 63. I knew it. The Q150s actually go lower, and they have a smaller woofer. See, I think with the Q350s, they're trying to go like, hey, this is a sound signature similar to the LS50s. But the 150s, I think, sound better. I like them better. And they're cheaper. And they go lower. I think that's funny. Anyway, generic link in the description for Crutchfield if you want to support the channel. Steven Lynn, $10. I have the Kento YU6 and 4 passives and a 5.1 for my living room. Is it worth getting the Emotiva T0 plus as a 2.1 as a replacement? I like those speakers, the T0s. However, I think you're going to notice a big improvement when you get something like the T1 Plus. So going from what you have to the T0s, I'm not sure if you're going to hear a difference because the T0s have a much clearer presentation. I would imagine. I can't say that for sure because I've never heard the YU6s, but I've heard speakers in that price range compared to the T0s. Anyway, I would hold out and see if you can get either. Frankly, you can probably get the B2 Plus if you have a subwoofer and 4 passes. I would get the B2 Plus and the sub before I would get the T0s, if that makes sense. Yeah. Hey, let's see if they weren't last night. Let's see if the Sony SSCS5s went down. I'm starting to lose faith in my Sonys. Sony SSCS5. And then I might have to wrap this up. 123. I mean, that's not terrible, but it certainly isn't 80. All right. I'm going to do the other super chats, and then I think we're going to call it. All right. Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas, Lord Randy. Thank you, Jason. Again, let's keep in mind, you're not an actual landowner in a foreign country without filling out any paperwork as a foreign national. It's just for fun. It's really weird because there was an article written about how this is a scam. Like, why does somebody have to write an article about this? Um, anyway, uh, of course, it's not. I wouldn't call it a scam. It's just it's fun. You get this, put it on a thing, and then they got a story to tell. They plant trees. What's the problem? Alex Hi-Fi, 65 pesos, I think. What improvement makes a better improvement? Aries 2 DAC or SVS Micro for a stereo system. Already have a topping E50, but no sub. Although the here's the thing though, brother, the 3000 Micro, you may be better off simply getting the SB 1000 Pro. Oh, what is it? What did our friends at SVS have going on? Oh, Black Friday special. PB 1000. Listen, man, like you can get this thing and destroy the house, man, over the 3000 micro. I know the 3000 micro is cool because it's got 2 woofers, but I have an SB 1000 Pro, which is sealed. And frankly, I prefer the 1000 Pro over the micro. And it's marginally larger than the micro, like an inch around the sides larger, and it's cheaper. So personally for me, I had the micro bottom out a couple of times. I think when you're working within its capabilities, it's really cool. It's really nice and everything. But for me, the 1000 Pro gives me everything I need cheaper in a slightly larger package. So you may want to consider that one. But for your case, you've already got a decent DAC. Absolutely get a subwoofer. That's like a no-brainer for me. So thank you so much for your support, Alex. All right. Dan Ballard, $10. Thank you very much. All right. Thanks for the skit mention. You just saved me $70 on Lokius. Are they on sale? Usually they don't do sales. Oh, cool. Beef stock. Very cool. Look at that. Look at it. All right. Okay. We're gonna burn through these and then I'm gonna have to call it a day. We've been at this for over an hour and a half. Happy holidays. I just got my LCD X in the mail. I was wondering if you have any recommendation for an optimal amp, especially if it's on sale. The Arco 2.5 by Geshelli Labs is something special. Let's go to amps. Really, really good stuff. I like that one. Also, I like the niche. I don't know if it's still available. It could be sold out, but the niche piety is something else for 160 bucks. Uh-oh. Their website's not loading. Not loading. All right. Never mind. It's kind of a skit kind of, I don't know, collaboration, if you will. So it's in the case of a Magni or Modi. I forget. I get them mixed up. Magni. It's in the case of a Magni, but it has a little bit different stuff going on. But yeah, Arco 2.5 from Geshelli. I like that one. Wharfdale Diamond 220 a good buy at 199 right now, or any better alternatives for a smallish room. You have the C93 from Wharfdale, the B1 Plus 222. Crazy deal. So yeah, I look at those. Also, the ELAC B5.2 are at 199 right now. So ELAC B5.2, Emotiva B1 Plus, Yamo C93 those are all pretty lively on top though. So if you want something warmer, the 220 is probably the way to go. All right. Ooh, 11. Lord Randy, what do you think of vintage gear B&W 601S2 and Yamaha SCA410? I don't have any experience with either of them. However, I love vintage gear and I love vintage B&W because I don't think B&W is worth the asking price anyway. So I think like a good deal on B&W is the only time you should buy a B&W. I've listened to some of their $10,000 speakers and I'm like, I don't get it. Why are they $10,000? And they're sold through traditional distribution, which means if you buy a $10,000 speaker from Best Buy is getting $5,000. Not saying Best Buy shouldn't make any money. I'm just saying that there's a lot of good options out there. So anyway, I digress. If you're buying a B&W used, go for it. And at least negotiate 50% off of it. Hey, look at this, Carl. You're from Lincoln, Nebraska, and my ex in Fort Worth, now in Clearwater Beach. Wow, very cool. I went to college in Lincoln. All right, we're gonna have to call this a day. Would the Geshelli Labs J2 be an improvement over my internal? Yes, absolutely, 100%. I would put my name on that. If you have any issues, I'll buy it from you. If you don't think the J2 is better than the internal DAC, I'll buy it from you. And I'll pay for shipping, so you don't even have to return it. So, yeah, that's how strongly I feel about that. Summer forever, man. Certificates are a scam. Get it out. All right. Well, unfortunately, summer forever. You've got your time in the sun. I've mentioned you 3 or 4 times. You've communicated what you want to communicate, but it's time for you to not comment on my channel anymore. So you're blocked. Summer forever is blocked. Okay. We went way long today. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of the super chats. If you are buying something today and you want to support the channel, there are generic links in the description for Crutchfield. I'm going to put an emo TV. I put an emo TV here, but I need to put one in the description. So go to the description and the pinned comment, and you can check out some great deals that are going on. But everybody have a great and safe holiday weekend today. If you celebrate Thanksgiving and you did it yesterday, I hope you had a wonderful day. If you're celebrating today, like a friend of mine, Steve Z, I hope you have a wonderful day. Have some fun. Hang out with family. Listen to some tunes. Make a new audio file. Get one of your cousins, your friends, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt. Sit them down. Say, what's your favorite song? Create a new audio file. All right. I love y'all. So y'all have a great, wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Bye.